What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to check out The Witcher 3, the next gen update, patch 4.01. And I really want to check out the PC specific stuff. Let's see. Fixed an issue where the screen space reflection setting wasn't working on PC despite being turned on. Players who had previously set their SSR setting to high may notice a performance impact. That's great. Next thing, added a new performance mode for ray traced global illumination, which can be toggled by players with compatible hardware. It improves frame rate by prioritizing performance over range and precision. That's very important. That's what I'm interested in checking out the most, the ray tracing improvements, because this next gen update, if you've been following the update at all, you will know that ray tracing absolutely crushed any GPU compatible ray tracing, which is a shame because the game looks really good with the ray tracing on. So let's check it out. All right, so let's make sure these settings are turned on. We'll go over to graphics. Ray tracing on. Ray trace global illumination. I usually go with performance. We'll leave it on performance. And we'll switch it if we need to test it out even further. All right, so everything's on. DLSS is on. I like using DLSS balanced, but there might be people that prefer ultra quality. There is no ultra quality. Let's do quality. Let's turn everything on just for fun. Let's max this puppy out. Even Hairworks. This is all stuff I had to turn off just to get some good FPS before. All right, that looks good. You know what? Let's go quality. All right, so here we are. We're in Novigrad. I can tell right away it looks softer. The whole game looks softer with this ray tracing settings the way I have it. I don't know if it's worth the hit. You can see I'm at 36 frames a second. I'm at 1440p max settings.
It's a waste of words.
And this is one of the more difficult towns to run. Let's see if we can get this up a little bit, this FPS. Let's do performance. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I know some people, if you change the RTX settings before, the game would crash. All right, so we're good. Okay, good. So 41, 45. Yeah, and it looks a little sharper, not as soft as quality. Which is fine. I'll actually like this better. I always run my RTX on performance or balanced.
Nice results you got there.
So 38 out of town. I guess as a disclaimer, I am running OBS to record the footage, so it's gonna lose a little bit of performance there. Let's go to full screen. I just noticed I wasn't on borderless. Yeah, so that helped a little bit. So 42 outside, and it doesn't look as jarring. Like I'm moving the camera around, it doesn't really look too stuttery.
Think he's punishable by death.
So that's performance. I really hate to turn off reflections, shadows, or ambient occlusion, because I feel like what's the point in that? Instead of quality, let's do balanced. Let's start with that. Let's start with that before we change anything else. Ah, much nicer. Ooh, it looks good too. It looks softer, not as sharp, which I can appreciate. And again, it still looks smooth. It's still running pretty smooth. And by that I mean, like, when you turn the camera, before it would feel very juddery. The camera would be very juddery, almost like you were at 30 frames a second.
Why do you stare so?
Although, look at these little fire pits here. Those look really nice. The reflection on the water there. Like, they did a really good job with this RTX. And see if we can get over 40. We don't need all this set to Ultra Plus. Actually, no. I don't really use motion blur. I don't use blur. I don't use bloom. Depth of field, we'll leave that on. Vignetting. We'll turn that off for now, even though I do like vignetting. Light shafts, that's... anything light related, we're going to keep. Camera lens effect. Let's turn off Hairworks. So I know some people don't even bother with Hairworks. See what that gives us here. Let's run out of town a little bit just to compare. Oh, look at his hair. His hair looks actually pretty funny. His hair looks odd. Hey, look at that. Without Hairworks, look at his hair. It's reflecting off the hair. I actually don't. It looks almost like it's glow, like it's glowing. But look, we're over 40. We almost hit 50. We're at 52. The hair does look weird. All right, so we're at 40. Again, this looks good though. Doesn't feel horrible. Let's turn down some texture settings. Number of background characters, let's just do ultra. Shadow quality, ultra. Terrain, let's leave ultra plus. Water quality, ultra plus, we'll leave it. Foliage visibility, we'll bring it down a notch. Grass density, bring that down a notch. Texture quality, we'll leave at ultra plus, because you know that's the whole point of this update. Detail level, ultra plus, let's see. Yeah, so we're floating around 40 a lot easier. How do I jump again? B, come on, boy. There you go. 47 we just hit. Let's see in town with these changes. What do we get? Alright, let's slow it down. Let's look like a cool, intimidating Witcher. What's up, bro? Okay, we're walking. Again, reflections look really good. All these light sources reflecting.
Mutants, blasphemers, kobolds. Sick of it all.
Okay, so it looks like 36 FPS averaging in towns. Let's see if we can increase that further. Let's do everything ultra before we step down from there. So everything ultra. Textures are popping in. Let's give that a second. Look at his face. I am running the game off of a hard drive, not an SSD. I don't think that should matter too much with the FPS. There you go. So we're over 40. But now, is it worth the hit in texture quality, though?
Oh, you can all go suck a devil.
Oh, look. See, we still dropped to 34.
It's clear as the eternal fire.
I don't know, guys.
You must make more as a mama than you do wishing.
I don't know if RTX is worth it. Unless you have a 4000 series. Sadly, I think if you have a 3000 series, like me, not too optimized. Do everything high. Let's see.
One drink, all I had. Simply other dressed as a
You know what they should do? Because I know Cyberpunk, you can set the ray tracing to, I think, medium, high, or ultra. I wonder why they don't do that here. Like, I don't need it so intense. It's either on or off, it seems like. It's either performance or quality. Ray trace reflections, I enjoy. Ray trace shadows. I think it's ray trace shadows without the reflections. Is that going to look weird? Ambient occlusion, wasn't that literally part of the update? Let's see, let's turn everything off of those two, except for that first one. Yeah, so it still looks okay. We get some ray tracing, and it looks like we're over 40 now. 44.
What was it happened to Faltist again?
Let's go out of town with this setting just to see, because there are a lot of light sources in this town. Forget how to run out of here. Let's see, I think it's this way.
So, how do you go with this thing? I was fucking about minding my own business. What's your hair lately?
Hey, pretty boy.
What's he doing here?
No loitering round here.
In short, who kisses your ass today will bite it tomorrow.
I's a war veteran. Spare me, Cran.
They hate you too.
Happiness will come today. On my honour.
An elf's honour worth less than a man's shit.
We went up to 50. Can we hit 50? 46, 47, 48, 50. Okay, so we got 50 with everything on high and only ray trace reflections on with performance. Everything else high. And Hairworks off. I mean, it looks good, guys. It looks like a next-gen game, almost. Obviously, it's not going to look like a truly next-gen game, but they put in the work. I'm curious how to look in the daytime, actually. Let's go to daytime. So daytime, not too many light sources. Should help, right? In theory. So we're at 39. No, not really. Didn't really help.
Cook this element market. Any magic ones? Best deal around. One for the price of two.
All right. So didn't really help. We're still at 36. Let's turn everything back on since we changed to the daytime. So Ultra Plus again. Hey, you know what? If you like 30 frames a second, have I got something for you? So during the daytime, running around in Novigrad, 30, 35, 36, whatever. You're not gonna break 40. Oh look, we have 40. We have 40. As I said that. I can't. I wouldn't be able to play the game like this at all. I have to have 60. I can't. For that, I would just play on console. You know. So let's turn ray tracing off just to reach 60 before we go. Ray tracing, you know, we could have been something. We'll leave Hairworks off because, you know, it's really not that important. All this bloom and stuff, that's fine. Actually, don't ever use that. And there you go. For some reason, when you turn everything off, now we're at 74. We were just at 80. Looks a lot smoother. Still very pretty. Still a very pretty game. It's just sad because before this update, if you were running mods, lighting and texture mods, you could get way better performance in this. It just sucks. It's sad. It's unfortunate. Yeah, 54 in town. 54, 60 for here, for Novigrad. It's not too bad. Alright, so let's get out of town. No ray tracing. Just everything ultra textures. No Hairworks. We're at 69. This looks very, very good. The lighting, the default lighting, I guess, still looks very good. Okay. Still looks pretty realistic. I mean, so there you have it. If you were expecting a miracle with this new update, sadly, we didn't get it. Although 30 frames a second didn't look too bad. I guess it depends on your monitor too. But still, the game still looks good without ray tracing. Gotta give it to them. I think they'll still work on it. And I'll post a video on the next update. Take care, guys. Make sure to subscribe. I got reviews, gameplay videos, all sorts of things. See you on the next one.